For those of you that have children, especially daughters, I want you to think of them for a moment. If you have a picture of them, I want you to look at it. Now, imagine you're on vacation with your daughter. It's July, in the middle of summer. You and your daughter are sharing a view from a pier into the ocean. All of a sudden you hear 3 loud bangs, and you see your daughter fall to the ground. You try to administer CPR, but to no avail. Your precious daughter is now dead. You later find out that the man who is responsible is in this country illegally and has 7 U.S. felonies. He's responsible for ripping your family apart. The excuse? It was an accident. This is what happened to Katie Stinelli this past July 2015 at Pier 14 in San Francisco, California. 11 million. 11 million is the number of illegal immigrants in the U.S. as of 2012. That number has grown since. My name is Brian Bennett, and tonight I will be sharing with you some information on the problems with illegal immigration and what should be done about it. I will be persuading you to consider the laws of our country and to contact elected officials and inform them we do not approve of our laws being broken so blatantly and without consequence. This topic often follows with the labeling of racist. We're either anti this minority or anti that minority. The fact is, this is a law issue, not a race issue. 7% of all sexual abuse in the United States is committed by illegal immigrants. 9% of murders, 12% of assaults, and 30% of kidnapping are all committed by illegal immigrants. While these may not appear to be high numbers, what if one child can be saved from kidnapping? What if one woman can be saved from rape? Or one person being saved from being murdered? Would it be worth it? Are all illegal immigrants violent criminals? The answer is astoundingly no. They are not. But without the proper paperwork and background checks, it is impossible to know the intentions of those that enter our country illegally. Here's another huge number. 4.4 million. That is the number of people currently waiting to become U.S. citizens. Is it justice for them to be pushed to the side so a person not following appropriate measures feels more comfortable in the United States? Is it fair to allow them to be cut in front of? Where's the reward for doing the right thing? Instead of giving those who enter this country illegally a driver's license and government assistance, the United States should be taking steps to shorten the process of becoming a legal citizen, not allowing the issuance of driver's licenses to illegal immigrants. It's not only a safety measure, as many of them only speak a particular language other than English, but also as a denial of reward for overstepping the appropriate procedures set forth by the United States Constitution. The estimated annual cost of illegal immigrants on the federal, state, and local level is $113 billion. Despite what many of you have heard, most illegal immigrants do not pay taxes. The ones that do have that money returned to them via tax refunds. A great number of illegal immigrants do work, but do not pay taxes where it hurts the overall economy of this country. Oftentimes, money is earned in the United States and sent out of the country to family members, taking revenue out of this country tax-free. This number also represents government assistance programs to include housing, food, and medical costs. A final point is the wage issue in this country. For just a moment, dismiss all the arguments that you may have heard. Set aside any biases you may have formed and simply look at it logically. You own a business. You have to employ 50 people to run your business. You would have to pay a U.S. citizen a certain wage to do the work. Let's say $15 an hour. But you have a pool of illegal immigrants that will do the work for $12 an hour or less. And you don't have to pay taxes. Which one would you hire? In addition to the wage issue, there is also a level of human workforce protection that is not being provided to illegal immigrants. Employers are not only getting out of paying taxes, but they're also not paying into workman's compensation insurance, which means if an illegal immigrant gets injured at work, they're out of work. There's no protection. This country was founded by immigrants. We are all descendants of immigrants. Our founding fathers that helped shape this country decided on an appropriate course of action with regards to laws and regulations that defined what and who this country is. To throw that wisdom and our laws away is both sad and morally as well as legally wrong. We need to help those that wish to enter this country legally and do all that we can to contribute to the continual building of this great country. I urge each and every one of you to consider what has been discussed tonight. Contact your elected officials. Stand by your country. Don't be afraid of being labeled. Don't be afraid to speak out with what you believe. Don't be afraid to do what's right. Protecting our country and each other is what bonds us as a society and as a country. Thank you and good night.